Okay, so Big Sam has been finally hired as Everton manager. Now, he was approached as soon as Coleman was sacked, pretty much, and there was oohing and ahhing, and then he turned them down. Oh God, if Big Sam's turned down a club, that's a problem. The way they've hunted for a new replacement has been poor. In that time, their league and European performance, they've been fined by UEFA. They've had players banned, died. There's a lot of problems there. Everton is just a club in a mess. Fans are getting now to the point where they're mutinous almost. It's they can sense something. Big Sam is not everyone's cup of tea, and he hasn't been the most positive appointment, but with certain sections of the fan base. I think with the entire fan base. I can't comment on the Everton fan base, but I know from what I've seen online, he's not a very popular appointment. Fans are very sceptical about what can be achieved. Thing is, it's only a month to the transfer window. But that's the crucial period, is the Christmas period. They get this period horribly wrong and they lose ground, they are in serious trouble. Palace, below them, are starting to play with belief and fight. Swansea and West Ham, we can debate whether they're going down or not, whether they've got the belief, the fight, or the skill set, but Crystal Palace are playing with some fire. West Brom have suddenly woken up from their slumber. Everton are in a serious position where this could go horribly wrong. I think there's a few other clubs like Stoke and floating around who are a bit lacking confidence and lacking a bit of form, but Everton are playing a very dangerous game by leaving it for nearly 40 days between firing Hyman and hiring Big Sam. The way Unsworth treated, appalling. The way players have played, absolutely unacceptable. Now, in some of the sports that I follow, like ice hockey and American football and rugby league, rugby union, there are those teams that can't get a win. And I've seen it. I've seen it in the rugby premiership with Bristol and with London Welsh. They tried. They were crap, but they tried. They put effort in. They just didn't have the skill set. I've seen it in ice hockey with teams just getting absolutely battered. I've seen it in almost every sport conceivable. I've seen it in rugby league with the Newcastle Knights and the NRL. God, they tried. They were plucky underdogs, and they've only won like 7 games in 3 years or something. So they really try. Here's the thing: they were trying. All these teams were putting effort in, and they were actually giving 110%. They just didn't have the skill set, or they just didn't have the experience, and they got battered by better sides. That's how sport goes. We can accept that as long as they're putting the effort in and they're going out every day knowing they could possibly get they have some belief there. This Everton side has got the skill set to compete in this league and compete mid-table or better. They're not a bottom end of the table team. Not with the amount of money they spent and not with the players they've had and the experience they've got there. They should not be in the bottom 4, bottom 5. Guess what? They're not trying. The last month and a half, 2 months, they haven't really bothered. They've barely put any effort in. It is disgraceful. It is embarrassing. And I can understand people's scepticism and not being on board with Big Sam. I get that. And I've made my views clear on Sam Allardyce. So I'm not going to go into that debate. That's a debate you can have if he cocks up. Here's the thing. It took 40 odd days to make it a managerial appointment. Unsworth has been treated appallingly by the club and by his players. So it's just unacceptable all round. Like, completely unacceptable. Like, it's just not acceptable. Anywho, on that note, I'm going to leave that there and leave you, the Everton fans, or just football fans in general, or sports fans in general, comment and like and subscribe, or even dislike. If you're unhappy with what I've said, I would rather you go dislike and then leave a comment saying, I think Big Sam is the right man for the job, or the players have tried. Because from what I've read and what I've seen, the highlights I've watched, and the news articles I've read, and the match reports that I read online, and the online forums on Twitter and YouTube, and everything I use to make my videos by looking at research, they have been just a bonfire. It's just a disaster. People keep throwing more wood and more fuel on the fire and covering it with petrol and burning it. Because I see nothing but a mess here. And with Palace starting to perform, and now that gap that was many points, they're now equal with points with Swansea, just a worse goal difference. They're only a couple of points behind Everton. And this is the dangerous game that Everton have played. What is Ken Wright doing? I'm going to leave that there. But I want to hear from you, the Everton fans, and some of you might say I'm wrong, and I accept that. I accept that. Okay, I might have over-egged it a little bit, but there was something seriously wrong at Everton. Seriously. They're more than happy to spend stupid amounts of money on a stadium away from Goodison, whatever it's called, put their lease in, but they're not happy to fix now. They're allowing this mess to fester. But yeah, we'll build a stadium. What if you're relegated? You're going to have to slash ticket prices if you get relegated. A lot of players going to have to be sold if you get relegated. Absolute disaster, financially. They are flirting with a very dangerous game where I've seen many other clubs plummet down the leagues who get relegated. And this is a game they're playing with. And it's not a good one. Anyway, I'll leave that there. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll have some more videos for you soon.